Hello everyone, before we start this video, a quick message about a new fundraiser. Any donations would be greatly appreciated. And the Ukrainian.volunteer.center is going to give some prizes to the biggest donations. So that's a trophy uniform of an occupant, and for second place a signed flag from the brigade.
Доброго дня! На зв'язку Український добровольчий центр. На жаль, 3 дні назад ми втратили 5-тонну вантажівку, тому зараз ми оголошуємо новий збір на вантажівку мікроавтобус, так як правильно побудована логістика – запорука успішності бойових дій. Грузовик нам потрібен для перевезення великої кількості боєкомплекту, медицини і інших вантажів на бойові позиції, а мікроавтобус для перевезення маленьких вантажів між позиціями і поранених військових або цивільних людей. Також потрібні 2 інверторні генератори для аеророзвідки хлопцям на запорізькому направленні. Всі звіти по донатам будуть викладені після збору. Також, як завжди, буде відеозвіт. Велике дякую, що ви нам допомагаєте перемогти в цій кривавій війні, що почала Росія. Слава Україні!
So yesterday I did a very brief video about reports of a Ukrainian counteroffensive in this region here, south of Velika Novosilka in Zaporizhia district. Some Telegram pages, Russian sources, saying that Novodorivka and Keskuchna have actually been liberated, but this is still unconfirmed. We do, however, have confirmation that some action is taking place here. This footage here, filmed by a Russian drone, equipped with the same sort of cameras that Bigfoot sightings are filmed with, shows a Ukrainian motorized attack consisting of mainly MRAPs and a few armoured vehicles. Russian sources gloated about this, showing the defeat of, and I quote, a Ukrainian brigade-level assault. 10 vehicles isn't a brigade, and of those 10, clearly not all of them were destroyed. 2 or 3 of them were destroyed, but it's far from a defeat of a brigade. Those ones look to either hit mines or get caught in artillery, but it is a bit unclear to see given the poor quality of the video footage. This video here is a bit more conclusive. This one does show Ukrainian vehicles, some of which have been destroyed or likely abandoned. Here we can see mainly MAXXPROs, Humvees and at least 1 tank. It is possible that some of the ones which look abandoned actually aren't abandoned but are just parked up, with the troops deployed carrying out some sort of action in this area. But we can't tell for sure. This took place here. Now, I don't have an issue with showing the geolocation for this one, as, first of all, Russia clearly knows where they are since it was filmed and released by Russia. And number 2, I did delay this a while so it is older footage, not showing current movements. So I've labelled video 1 and video 2 on the map. This push was south towards Rivnopil, halting because of what looks to be artillery. There are also reports that Neskuchna has been liberated, but so far, no videos from that town yet. But given the number of vehicles seen, this wasn't a brigade-wide assault or a brigade defeated, as Russian sources claim. Indeed, this bunch of vehicles lost and abandoned isn't proof that the assault failed, as current information is unclear, and there are still many reports of fighting and territory being liberated in the region. Not to mention, if you'll recall, early on in the Kherson counteroffensive, a Ukrainian column of tanks was hit hard, leading to much crowing from Russians that the counteroffensive had failed already. And we all know what happened there. Now for legitimacy of these vehicles, the geolocation is correct. It's been geolocated by a number of people. And these are Ukrainian vehicles, as there are some MAXXPROs in amongst them. A few questions have been raised about the date, saying that this may be older footage. But this is the first we've seen or heard of a Ukrainian push in this area. And if similar had happened earlier in the year, say February or March, then I do think Russia would have posted and shared the footage to show off a supposed victory. Why? In order to try and regain a bit of credit after the heavy defeats they suffered earlier this year near Vuhledar, Opytna and Vodyana. I don't think they would have sat on some footage of destroyed and abandoned Ukrainian vehicles, as at that time they were suffering a number of heavy defeats, especially near Vuhledar, and they would have been crying out for a victory, or a supposed victory, to show off. Again, Despite Russia's claims that they defeated a brigade, this is far from a brigade, and as action is still ongoing by all accounts, the assault hasn't ended. Here's a map put together by Defmon on Twitter, showing where Ukraine's pushers are, with the blue circles representing geolocated action. This doesn't seem large enough to be the counteroffensive. To me, this looks more like a localized bit of action. It could be that a weakness in the Russian lines has been seen. It could be a diversionary push to force a movement of Russian troops from elsewhere. It could be a probe to see how weak Russia is in this region. There are many possibilities, but we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on this area, and I will do updates when we get more information. In the meantime, if you found this video interesting, please click like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thanks again, and take care everybody.